Hey guys, okay, I'm gonna be quick about this. The first thing that I want to talk about is me taking a little bit of a break from BookTube. The other day, or I guess earlier in the month, YouTube broke for a few days, and I don't know if everyone had issues with it. I don't think everyone did, because obviously I was still seeing people upload videos, but a few people I know did, because I went on a site called Down Detector, and a bunch of people said that YouTube was down for like 3 or 4 days. And for me, what that did was it made me unable to upload any videos, even if they were like under 5 minutes long, and it messed up my subscription page where it was showing me things from a few days before. So yeah, that was kind of like a sign for me that I am just going to take a break for a little bit. Basically because I feel like I've been pressuring myself to read faster and read more things to be able to keep up with BookTube, and it's not, I don't feel like anyone else is pressuring me. It's really pressure that I'm putting on myself based on seeing other people finish so many books in a month, and I'm just not a very fast reader, and I'm trying to make myself a fast reader, and that's just not how I should do things, because it hinders my enjoyment of what I do read. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break for a few weeks, not long at all, so I really hope you guys hang in there with me, please, because I promise I'll be back. It's just going to be like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's just going to be for me to see how I feel about everything, and just kind of chill for a little bit and not try to organize everything I read. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and again, I really hope you guys bear with me, because I really love you all very much, and I love that you guys like watching my videos. I know I was thinking about doing this a few months ago for different reasons, basically because I felt like no one watched my stuff a few months ago, and I know that a few people commented and they were like, oh no, we do watch your stuff, we like your stuff, we like your videos, and one of them was Andy over at Stell's Revenge. She was so sweet. She was like, oh, I love watching your videos, I watch your videos every morning when I get ready, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're adorable. Like, she made my day, and maybe even, like, my year when she said that. I was like, oh my gosh, you're awesome. So, yeah. But I am going to take a break for a little while, but I promise I will be back. And, yeah, so because all of that YouTube stuff went down, I wasn't able to post a February TBR, but it turns out that's okay, because I ended up reading different things than the TBR said, so that's okay. And this is kind of just gonna be not like a TBR, but like I'm giving myself options. Like, what I've read so far is Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge, which I really enjoyed. I gave it like a 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars, and I'll talk about it more when I come back in a few weeks, because that'll probably be with a wrap-up. And I also read Volume 1 of Arrow, which was written by Mark Guggenheim, and this is the graphic novel series that's based around the TV show, not the Green Arrow comics. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. The only issue that I had was I thought the organization was kind of choppy with the different chapters, because they obviously have to skip around for a few things, because it's a graphic novel series, so you have to make it quicker than the TV show. And they also added new things in, which I thought was really cool. But the organization for things that were already there, I was kind of like, eh. But I will talk about that more again in my wrap-up. I gave this probably around the same rating, like a 3.5 or 4 out of 5 stars. I love the writing and the illustrations, though. They were great. And right now I'm halfway through the second one, and I'm liking it even more, mostly because Felicity is now here in the graphic novel, so yay. So yes, enjoyed that, and right now I am reading City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. I am about 186 pages in, and I got back into the mood to read these the other day when I was, I think City of Bones was on TV, and I was like, oh, I should pick those up again, because I figure that I should read these while I'm in the mood to finish them, because in the beginning of the year, they were on my list to finish, just to finish them, and I was not actually in the mood to get back into the series. But now I am, and I am enjoying this one. The interesting thing, though, is that, and I could be totally wrong on this, but, like, I saw kind of an overview of the Mortal Instruments series, or it was like a wrap-up or something by Jessie over at Chapter Chicks, and I could have sworn that she said in, about this one, that Jason Clary's relationship is a lot less awkward in this one than it was in City of Fallen Angels, because City of Fallen Angels, it was like, it was painful to read. It really was. And I could have sworn she said that this was better, but so far, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, what do you mean this is better? This is not better. This is like, what the heck is going on? This is not okay. So I'm thinking that I was probably wrong and that she was saying that maybe about City of Heavenly Fire or something. I don't know. But I am really enjoying this one so far, regardless of the awkwardness that's going on. And I am listening to the audiobook on YouTube that's being read by Molly C. Quinn, who plays Alexis Castle on Castle, and she's doing a really good job so far. And the only thing is that she pronounces things a little bit differently than I do, so every time she pronounces something, like, I would say, there's this word in there, or this formal thing, called a praetor, and so I would say praetor, but she says, like, preter, like the word preacher, but different a little bit. Yeah, she says preter, and I would say praetor, so it was kind of, I don't know, but yeah, it's nothing, like, I don't find that irritating or anything, because I'm just like, hey, she just pronounces things differently, and I just, like, mentally correct it in my head. But yeah, so that's been interesting. And I will probably finish this today and tomorrow. Hopefully I'll finish it by tomorrow. And I am also reading The Odyssey by Homer. I am listening to the audiobook with Ian McKellen online, as well as following along in here. And it is really, really good so far. I'm about 55 pages in. And I'll probably be finishing this sooner rather than later because it's due back at the library. And then I want to read Mistborn: The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, because this is part of the Year of Cosmere year-long read-along. And yeah, so I'm reading this for that. And I will also be reading the rest of this trilogy, as well as Way of Kings and Warbreaker and Words of Radiance for that read-along. So, yeah, really looking forward to this. And then I have a bunch of graphic novels that I want to finish. I want to finish Saga Volume 2 and 3, because they are on loan to me from friends and the library. And I think I mentioned to you guys I'm halfway through this, so I want to finish this because this is also a library copy. And then Sandman Volumes 1 through 3. This one is on loan from a friend, and these two are library copies, so need to finish those. And then Sleeper in the Spindle by Neil Gaiman. I do not know if I will read this or not, because when I checked this out from the library, I was so in the mood to read it, but every time I've sat down and tried in the last, like, week or so, I have not been in the mood to read it. So I may have to take this back to the library and check it out again when I am in the mood to read it. Which is fine, because I've got a bunch of other Neil Gaiman stuff to read. Like, I've got the Sandman comics and American Gods and bunch of other stuff. So if I finish all of that magically, I want to start Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare, because I want to read these while I am in this mood to read them, because otherwise, as soon as this mood goes away, I am not going to want to finish these, and it's going to be like a chore trying to finish them. So, yeah, I want to read these while I'm in this mood to finish them. So I'll probably read this one and City of Heavenly Fire in March, I would think. Oh, okay, I lied. I'm not actually going to start that one this month. I will start it next month, because I just remembered that I have Shadow Cabinet by Maureen Johnson on hold at the library. It came out last Tuesday, and I think I'm going to be able to get it on Tuesday because it was in transit to the library, but the library is closed today and tomorrow because tomorrow's President's Day. But yeah, I need to read that as well. So I might read Clockwork Princess first. I don't know. That will either be in my February reading or my March reading. I'm not really sure which yet. But anyway, I have rambled on long enough. That is what I'm reading currently, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back in a few weeks. Please bear with me on this. I'm just taking a little break for kind of self-preservation reasons, and, you know, making sure that I don't read too much at once, and just kind of, I'm just gonna kind of chill for a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys are still here when I get back. Again, it's just going to be a few weeks, I promise. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know what you think of anything I've talked about down in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.